Okay? We can put 2 tubs of mail on here. We can put bundles of mail. So whatever area that a person is working from, they can use this tray in order to fill up the ergo cart. As you can see on our demonstration, the gentleman can sit there. He can put the mail in there without a lot of repetitive movements, a lot of bending and lifting. If there so happen APCs are too high, he can take some out, fill up this tray, and sit there and put it in or stand. So they're accessible for all of us to use, whether you're on light duty or you're fully prepared or not.
That's great.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, this is our City Belt project at AMC O'Hare. This is our before, okay? This is what the belt originally looked like. You had space here on each side, very little space for mail handlers to move around. The main problem is they were throwing over their heads big boxes, awkward packages, and so forth, causing back damage, carpal tunnel from repetitive motion, and so forth. They were also bending down and gaylords having to tear them, steady bending to load the belt. Okay. They came up with the process of adding a platform underneath the belt to lift it, where the containers would be just about at waistline. They no longer have to throw packages over their head. They can literally roll them off the belt if they could. They extended the belt to be able to process more mail. They widened the belt to hold more of the awkward packages that were coming. They also gave themselves more room to work around. Okay. This also gives them more space of dispatching the mail. They bring it in one way to set up the belt. They take it out another way to dispatch. Okay. They also added a hamper dumper, which is not here, but it's there, that eliminates the stress of bending, repetitive bending to load the belt. Okay. The total cost savings of this is like $4,000 a year. Okay. The number of packages that were damaged was elusive. Okay. They reduced that down to about 10 packages per day. Okay. So we have a good savings. The cost to do this was only about $7,000. We used the maintenance that we had at O'Hare. They built the platform. They used got old belts, different belts, adding them together, and it just came out to be a wonderful thing, and the employees love it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right.
Maxine Branch, I'm the coordinator of the Detroit Bulk Mail Center. This is Robbie Simmons. He's the facilitator of the Detroit Bulk Mail Center. Mr. DeMello, Catano DeMello, he's LJSC. Our first project is the Mail Handlers Academy. This book started out as an outline, a 2-page outline. In researching it, the circles came across that the most heavy factor in the BMC was safety. And in everything in this book, from how to lift a box, how to drive a high-low, how to use your empty equipment, it all involves safety. But then in the medium of using it, we found out it not only encompassed mail handlers, but everybody in mail processing. So at this point, its debut will be September 2005.
To the employees, to the table, to where they were emptying the sacks and introducing the parcels into the system. Because of this gap, there was a lot of loose mail that was falling to the platform below. And at the end of each tour, that mail had to be cleaned out. We introduced this rubber matting, which we screwed down to fill that gap and causing the loose mail to continue on. So now the custodians or maintenance do not have to do the mail search in that area, and it's eliminated the loose mail.
Okay, this is a model of our 115 where the U system brought the sack mail, and it was dumped, and it came onto this belt, and it was loaded into a box. So what was happening was this mail was handled twice. Having the sacks come into the box, All these boxes will be kept one side, and then later on everybody would go down, open up the sacks, and dump into a box. So a new system was built, which is a streamline. We added another belt down here. What happens now is when the sacks come down, comes onto this belt, we got 4 mail handlers down there. One of them opens up the bag, dumps it down, and it is sorted out right onto the belt. The loose letter trays are put into the letter trays, and then what happens, all the 115 mail is gone straight into the letter tray down here, and this mail is taken straight into the SPBS, small parcel bundle sorter, but it's worked on. This way it saved us a lot of problem of the mail delay. We have less problems of people now, because since they're standing around here, they've got no back problem. Here they have to bend down and put the mail into the sacks and then send it right out. This way it has helped us a lot. It has helped us a lot of dollars, and the mail is not delayed anymore.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. All right.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Cooper, and I'm from the Detroit PNDC. Our project here is the low-cost tray sorter. Our Circle Catalyst for Change came up with this idea because the 481 setup that we have in our Detroit Postal Service, the mail handlers has to physically walk each magazine to their designated container. And on our presentation on the video, it'll break it down a little better. We came up with this idea because there was a lot of walking and lifting and low productivity. So we decided to use the low-cost tray system, which is already currently in the Postal Service, to run the bundles down the tray line to the designated containers. The barcode will be read right up in this area by the computer, run it down the line, kicks it down to the designated containers. By doing this, we improve productivity, we improve morale in the Postal Service, and also the customers are getting their mail in a much more faster and proficient way.
This is the Grand Rapids PNDC. What we have here is 5 videos that deal with safety. We have a apps presentation also, okay? And I'm gonna, these were all done by circle members, okay, QWL circles, at the PNDC and at our P1 annex. I'll turn it over to Jim, or Darlene. Okay.
Yes, each one of the videos has the craft employees in it, and they've also composed what they're going to be saying. And once it's done, it's sent to safety so they can see if it's correct, and then it's put out. Each supervisor can get a disc and present it to the employees in their area. And I'm going to pass it over to Jim.
Check battery charge level.
One of the nice things on the safety videos is it's a reminder every time the employees see one of their friends on the video and then they see him on the floor, they not only say, "Hi, Jim," or "Hi, Darlene," they say, "Oh, you were in that Strips and Fall video," or whatever. Right, and when we started out, we had a hard time getting our first volunteers, but once we got our first volunteers, it was very easy to get more. The color code is something we teach our 3-day Mail Handler Academy. We hand that out after we explain to them how to use them. They're two-sided. There's a 1-day matrix on one side, a 2-day matrix on the other side. We explain the extraction when it goes to the 2-day delivery color code versus the 1-day clearance time color code. And that's all taught at our academy, along with several other things. I'm going to pass.
Thanks, Jim. The pins we have here say "I'm responsible." It's the slogan that we came up in the Grand Rapids plant to get our employees to be more responsible, to do a better job, to work harder. So we hand these out to our employees that are doing a good job. We also have signs hanging up around the facilities that show, you know, I'm responsible, to take responsibility for what they're doing and doing a good job. The apps machine, we started deployment in October. We started running about the second week of December.